What's going on? I told y'all I'll be back out here during the day. Listen, I've been enjoying my life. Turn that volume down to somewhat. I've been enjoying my life out here, y'all. So I'm gonna just bring you guys back into the beautiful life of David. Um, let's talk about it. These people, the character that they have built or portray online is not the person that they are in real life. What's going on, y'all? Good afternoon, Grand Rising Queen. I know how much y'all love that. Or good night, wherever you're listening to me from, the time of the day. I'm out here in beautiful Western North Carolina. As you can see, the beautiful sky. It's clear. The wind is blowing. And once again, I'm out here with my shades on, ready to drop some shade. Now, listen, gentlemen, this video is made for these mimicking weirdo females out here, and also to some of the males. But you need to understand that all males look at you as competition. It's part of the male ego. So you can't really, that's why I don't really get too upset with the dudes. Of course, I give them the business, man, on here with the words, but I don't really care either way it goes. Males are going to be males. The ones that aren't leaders are going to find ways to compete with you. It's just the way it is. But the disgusting part is the females. Now, I need to ask the females a question. If you study the men that you want consistently, and then the game that dropping sounds so good that you feel like you need to regurgitate it, not giving credit where credit is due, not necessarily saying you got to be like this individual man, but you're not letting no one know that you got the game from a man. Now, I want to speak on this really quickly before I forget. You sit out here and you study people, and you're not reaching out to that person. And this is why guys can do it to a certain degree, because when they're studying another man, there's no reason to study women. They don't come up with stuff. When they study another man, they're studying another man. And when you study somebody like that and you're copying them, you're just going off of what you see. So, you're going to see a man that's man presenting, male presenting, masculine presenting, and a man can study that from a distance, and it'll be okay because it's two males, that are, one's being studied and one is studying the other. So they're supposed to present male energy, masculine energy. When you're a female and you study males from a distance, you're not getting tutelage or proper tutelage from a man. You're not, getting mentored properly so he can present it to you in a softer tone, in a more female, feminine way, so you can maintain your femininity. You're watching and studying from a distance, taking on the masculine energy of the men that you're watching on a regular basis. Let's talk about it. And see, this is the problem, right? You've lost your place. This is why you have shame on you all the time, and you're always trying to shame men. You're studying men. You're studying men. I've watched y'all for quite some time, at least a year now, and I've come to the conclusion you're studying men. You're taking what we say, you're regurgitating it, and you're putting this weird ass female perspective on it. Now, the thing about that is a woman can't do what a man does. So, what's going on? What's going on? You got to smash that like button. So, when you're out here talking from what you've observed, the men that you're studying, you're projecting it outwardly to women who have no idea how to move and shake like a man, how to handle things and handle trauma like a man, how to use it in a way to heal from it and not carrying it around as a badge of honor like women do. You can't do this. And see, this is where things are getting messed up. You got these trash, and I'm holding all of you female content creators that you know who you are, that study men, watch men, and then try to come up with your own off-brand female version of it. You're presenting this to women who are hurt, battered, and looking for help, and you're leading them astray. They will never get a real man acting like a man. Let me say this again. For all of you Zennials, stop studying people online. Get your asses outside, make your mistakes. That's how life is lived. Y'all are sitting online, more specifically, you females are sitting online studying people so you can avoid the pitfalls of the women before you or whatever you're doing, right? You're just goofy. But the problem is, you're studying men and you're getting your information from an observational perspective, a coach that you're paying. No, you're just out here watching men make moves and you're imitating what you see. But the problem is, you're also imitating a man. So when you present what you've learned from whatever man you're studying or men, you come off masculine. And instead of you doing like what the crazy liberals are doing right now, going crazy about Trump winning and going against the people, you should listen to what the men are telling you. We don't want that. Contrary to whatever gaslighting you try to do, we love women. And y'all are studying men too much. You need to get under some kind of mentor or a coach that you're paying or something. Stop studying random men online and then taking the character traits that you like about them and making this Frankenstein's monster of a personality that just comes off really weirdly masculine from some thin bone, small framed female with a big mouth that you're not worried about like that you never will be. That no matter how loud you bark or the shit that come out of your mouth, you will never be able to physically do anything to me. And I know that recent times has made you feel like you're weak and vulnerable because you're not as strong as a man physically. But you've obviously shown your strength through your words and the way that you've somewhat subjugated men over the past 10 years or so. So you have your own power, but you should not be able to wield your power, you know what I'm saying, without any kind of pushback or anyone saying nothing about it. It's crazy out here. You're women. Act like women. Stop studying men. When you are studying men, let it be known, oh, I got this from such and such dude, blah, 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 blah. You out here acting like you came up with it. You done lost your femininity. You've lost your femininity and we don't want to deal with it anymore. Stop studying men. To people out there that study people, period. I'm talking to the Xenials, y'all do it the most. Stop, man. Get some help. Stop studying people. Get your ass out your house and off your computer. Stop studying people, man. Stop sitting around trying to study people to upgrade your Stop, man. Get outside. You're wondering how I'm able to be authentic and have this certain personality. I don't study people. I mean, of course, I do study people for the analytical information, but I don't study them to upgrade my personality. I'm not watching people to take certain character traits from them and upgrade myself, right? Without getting out in the real world and developing my character that way. Get outside. Get off your fucking computer. Stop. And I'm not talking to you people that are my soul tribe that just watch content and then get off. No, I'm talking about the content creators that are studying other people. Stop. If we're all out here copying each other and we're just giving a different shade or skin tone of the same information, then come on, man. That makes for a very dull society. The entertainment sucks. Stop. Put your own brand on things. Put your own flavor on things. Stop studying people all day. Get outside. Get some things done. You know how much time y'all put into watching other people and studying them? Imagine if you put that time into your fucking self. I watch you idiots studying people all day. That's not the thing. That's not the move. Are you not learning? People don't want to see the same shit over and over and over. Like you're spamming it. No, they want to see something original. The mistakes along the way, the ups, the downs, the learning process. Stop copying each other, man. You didn't have your daddy around to let you know this. And apparently women don't teach their children this. So let me let you know what my dad taught me. Be your own man. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Live your life, but always stand up proud, chest out, man, at whoever you are. Don't copy nobody. The fuck is wrong with you? Where is it getting you? Let's talk about that next segment. All this copy and the research that you've done, where has it gotten you, ladies? Where's your man? Where's your man? You're doing a lot of studying. You're watching all the men you like online, and you've learned so much. Where is your man? Oh, he's out there. You have DMs full of men. Where is your man? So what you've done is weaponize the internet. You found a way to use the internet, all of social media, everything as a way to vet men and look for this perfect giga chad or super negro. You weaponized it. It's no longer entertainment, it's your vetting tool. It's your dating app, right? And with all of this infinite information is giving you, all you've done is made yourself believe you have way more options than you really have. And instead of getting with a man that's probably on your level, the men you run into or the men in your DMs, you think you're qualified for some younger version of Leonardo DiCaprio or something. See, when y'all live in a world like this, you're not going to drag men into it with you. We're logical based. So what we're going to do is just move where we're appreciated. And the society is not being ran by emotional females. And you have females out here talking about because Trump won, they're doing all this radical stuff. Let me tell y'all something about that. We don't want you raggedy, stinking ass females anyway. We're not dating you. We've been talking about this. Now, how society, how the machine restructures it and puts it in words that make it seem like women are doing this on their own. You have no choice, you fucking fools. We're not dating you. Frame it however you need to. 4B movement or whatever the hell. We don't want your stinking asses. And again, you're not able to take accountability and reflect. So now you're oh no, we're doing no. You're involuntarily celibate. You become a bunch of femcells. You the men don't want you. And instead of you accepting reality, just like y'all talk about those guys, you make this own echo chamber of whatever you want to hear that makes you feel better. Instead of accepting the reality that's going on around you, you got to smash that like button. And this is where we're at. And we're supposed to date and be with y'all. That is insane. That is insane. That's not going to happen. You're messed up in the head. You don't want to take any accountability or responsibility. You're studying men all online all day long, and you still don't have a man. What is all the studying for? See, at first I thought it was y'all want to look for the ideal type of dude, but no, I think that you just want to replace dudes. Like I think you're looking for a better way to argue with dudes. You're looking for a better way to project your traumas that you haven't healed from on the men that you don't know. It's just trash, dude. This is the way I look at it. All that getting in the weeds with y'all about the way you're trying to restructure dating and come up with new dating rules and make it seem like we're just behind and we're not liberal enough. Don't matter what you say. If we don't change, what are you going to do about it? You're going to make us? You've done everything in your womanly power to make us. All you can do is get legislation behind you and say a bunch of words. You're not going to physically do a motherfucking thing. You wish you could, but you can't. So all you're doing is just flapping your jaws online. And when you men are listening to these women on panels that you're looking at and trying to find a reason to find them attractive, stop doing that, man. They're not attractive. Give a shit how they look. I don't give a shit the makeup they're wearing. They're not attractive because the spirit that's on them, that Lilith, Jezebel, I can't stand men and I'm going to teach them. I'm going to show them something. I'm going to prove to them. The fuck are you telling? You ain't proving to us nothing. We are living our lives out here We're teaching other men to go overseas. And this is something else, y'all. They're going to follow you overseas. They're going to reword it some other kind of way, but they're going to follow you wherever you go. You motherfuckers better not be dating these leftover American women overseas. You're going to go overseas to date some leftover that decided to escape the plantation? Are you crazy? Let these leftovers move around. Only American women are passport sis. No other group of women have to leave their homeland to go find men. They may leave for opportunities, um, maybe leave because of devastation in their countries or whatever, but no other group of women would leave their country because the men in their country don't want them. Then run around and talk about how they're liberated and they don't want the men. Oh, shut the fuck up. Hey, what's going on, James? What's going on? Yeah, we can see what's going on around us, man. It's clear as day. Men set the pace. And it's very clear that men don't have the machine behind us. The election showed that. They're blaming the loss on men right now. All men are getting treated like niggas. You know how they feel about you. You made the right choice by standing up for yourself. Look at them. You didn't do what they wanted you to do. Now they're, oh, we're not going to, we're going to go celibate for 4 years. It's involuntary celibacy. We don't want your leftover disease-ridden asses. We don't want you. What else are you going to do? You're women. You're not going to be like, well, the men don't want us, so obviously we have to work on ourselves. No, you're going to be like, oh, no, we don't want them. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's all y'all ever do. That's why y'all regurgitate our same talking points, or you come up with counter arguments to stuff that we come up with. You never come up with nothing. That's why I don't argue with you. You never come up with nothing. You know how easy it is to sit around and critique somebody else? That's how my haters do. They sit around on their lazy, fat, sloppy asses and critique me. Find a reason to critique me. A very active 40-year-old man raising his kid by himself that is a two-time combat veteran that worked for the White House, self-made engineer without a degree. You find a way to critique me. Now that's projected, man, trauma. You got things to heal from. You have insecurities, man. Not my fault. Liberated babble, absolutely. Yeah, we move at our own pace, man. And the way we move makes, like you said, big differences in the world, man. Major change. And that's the reason why you have the copycats, the mimickers, and the people that are trying to do everything that you do, because you just have this energy about you. But you can understand the men doing it. You don't accept it, you don't appreciate it, but you can understand men doing it because men look up to other men, and even if they're in their ego, a man has to have somewhat of an ego, even if it's in his lower vibrational self. He has to have some kind of pride and ego. You're a man. You're not getting bent over. You bend over, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't take dick. You give dick. You know what I'm saying? You're conquering. You're not getting conquered ever. So you have to have an ego about you. So some men aren't going to be like, yo, bro, I'm learning a lot from you, man. They're like, fuck you, nigga. And then at the same time, it is what it is. But seeing females do it, oh man, bro, why would we date you? Why in the world would we date you? You're competing, you're watching our content, you're making counter content in the moment, in your emotion. You know what I'm saying? Then you turning around and wanting somebody to want to date you or chase you down. You listen, y'all be like, oh, you're reading too much into it. Gentlemen, think about it. What does a woman do when she's feeling insecure or not feeling like she's living up to everybody's expectation? She runs back to school, right? Women love school. They're the most educated in the most useless degrees, but they just love learning something, sitting down and having someone lecture her. They love that. They love being taught, and especially if they're more stern, right? They love that. You're a man. Dude start talking stern to you, like, dude, we about to have to figure this out. Last time I checked, my dad's name is David Young. We're gonna have to figure this out. Who in the fuck are you talking to, bro? But a woman likes, that's why you hear women online, yeah, bitch, you need a, and y'all bitches need a, and all this yelling and barking and all that. Women like hearing that. You can't talk to a grown ass man like that, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I talk to the men on my channel the way I do, because you got to show a man some respect. You don't talk to men like you better and you niggas need to. I don't need to do shit but stay black and die. Who are you talking to? See, this is how you know that you're females watching men that speak like men, because you don't know how to speak to a man as a woman. Because you're observing and learning through observation. You're not sitting your goofy ass down and being taught properly. So you can maintain your femininity. You're self-teaching and you're running yourself into a wall. But keep self-teaching yourselves. You think you got it. It's women supporting women into complete failure and being single and dying alone. Your subscribers are women, lost women, women that like to watch 50 Shades of Grey and sit down and watch a sad movie and cry and eat snacks. Get the fuck out of here. That's your audience. Emotion. You get online and let your audience fool emotion and simps that are just looking at your body. And then you get online and you think that because these females and these simps, have boosted you up, you're saying some real ass shit. And that real men are listening to you while you bark and scream and holler, spitting while you talk, covered in tattoos, nose piercings and, nose horns and all this other weird ass shit, while you trying to talk like a man and being a whole vessel with three different orifices that men can penetrate. Not to mention the hands and the feet, but it's whatever. How are you trying to talk tough? We don't look at you like that. Fuck out of here. Hey, let me tell you something. And this is just straight up. With real men, if you've taken dick, you ain't my leader. Ain't shit you can tell me. I don't give a shit. Man or woman. You taking dick, you ain't gonna never be my leader. You understand what I'm saying to you? You know what I mean? Because I'm a conqueror. I don't get conquered. I don't know nothing about any of that. You know what I mean? I can't really look at a leader. I had no disrespect to you, but you ain't gonna be leading me and you getting bent over, or you putting a dick in your mouth at some point in time in your life. The fuck out of here. So all this talking online, yeah, that's cute and everything, but remember, you suck dick. You know what I'm saying? I give dick to women and you suck it. I don't give a fuck what you talking about online and tough talking and trying to da 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 da. If you're not a virgin woman, you've sucked dick in your life, you ain't got shit to say to me. You ain't got shit to say to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about this type of life. You can just change up with the wind. Getting bent over and shit like that. The fuck you know about being a man? You know what I'm saying? You know nothing about it. That's why when you be talking, you be sounding crazy. But keep listening, keep putting the information out there, imitating the men that you hear, mocking the men that you hear. Because that's all you're doing. I've sat here and watched y'all. I've watched you. I've studied you. You're either online making counter content to the men that you're watching and observing, or you're just regurgitating what you've heard. Shit is fucking whack. Well, you wonder why we're running up out of here? Some men can't put it into words what they're feeling and what they're seeing, but I'm putting it into words for them. They know that something's off. They know that y'all seem weird, bro, because they're sitting online studying men and then in an echo chamber full of a bunch of other women barking about men all the time. And then at the same time wanting to date you and subjugate you. It's not working out for them. They thought they had it all figured out. They thought they could do this all day long, right? And it's not working out. They seem weird. That's the look. You're looking at their beauty and you're just like, oh, but they're beautiful. Their bodies, nah, man, stop thinking with your dick. They want you just as much as you want them. I am a handsome, beautiful man. You think I'm worried about them motherfuckers? They have to put on makeup and filters and Spanx and everything else just to look halfway decent. Nigga, I woke up like this. You know what I mean? I just brushed my teeth and came outside. I haven't even shaved today. Brushed my teeth, washed my face, man, and came outside. Nigga, I woke up like this. They got to do. I seen a video from a woman today talking about, I put my makeup on, got my lace front all lined up right, you know, put my Spanx on, have my eyelashes on, only for this Negro to show up in sweatpants. Man, you got to do all of that. You better sit down to talk about you're insecure as fuck. This is all that it is, bro. They are insecure as hell and they don't like the fact that they got to work to get us now, and they don't have no character development. Never had to develop any character because men are always running them down while they get to sit online and complain about the men putting in the work. That's why a woman thinks it's her job, an American woman, to sit back and critique what you're doing because they have dudes chasing them down and they just critique the dudes. They ain't gonna have no kind of personality. They got to work for it now. You got to have some type of character, and they're just lashing out. They don't have it the way they want it, man. They don't want to put in that kind of work, and they know they don't have it in them. They don't have any character. They don't know how to talk to you. Most of what women find funny, because you always see a whole lot of baby deletion jokes and stuff from these women and memes, and it's like, well, how is that funny? You'll see women laughing in the comments, and you're like, or a woman being pregnant, cheating on her man. It's weird stuff, and that's what women find funny. And I'm just like, I don't see the joke. I don't see the joke. We don't. We're not the same. We don't. There's very few female comedians you can think about right now that's funny. Right? Their humor's different. They're not funny like we find them to be funny. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have personality like that. They've never really had to develop it. That's why if you find a good woman that has personality, hey, you know what I mean? You better lock her in, man. Because these women out here are just their personality less. But what they do is they focus on your shortcomings, which are really just their insecurities projected onto you. That's why they notice them on you so quickly. It's things about themselves that they're noticing on you. And they're expecting for you to feel the same way about those things as they do. And you don't. Women do this all the time. They think that we think like they do, and we don't. We don't. Hence why there's this mass exodus of men from dating, and then a lot of men going to straight up passport bro in it because there's no equity in investing in these American women who really just don't care about you because they don't love themselves, because they have not healed from the trauma of the horrible relationships they've been in with Pookie, Ray, Chad, and Tyrone, and all those different sessions of those guys folding them up in pretzels. You know what I'm saying? Digging out all their holes in the butt, ATM, if you don't know what that is, look it up, splashing on their face, swallowing their kids, and this trauma has not been healed from. So y'all just keep taking it like when they say, oh, my exes, you need to think about what that woman does with you and what more than likely she did more with her ex that has her traumatized. And how do you really feel about that? Are you really okay with this dude slapping his junk against your old lady's face? The way that I like to do it, women. You know what I'm saying? Just slapping it on their face, and then here you are kissing her in the mouth. Right? Do you really care that she loved it? Hmm? Right? Some of y'all are just getting X from these women and don't even get a blowjob. Man, a woman can't wait to put my dick in her mouth. How do you feel about that? Same woman that'll put you through hurdles can't wait to put my dick in her mouth. It's something to think about while y'all are out here taking back cheaters or taking on women that have been with a bunch of men. You don't think about it because you block it out because it makes your life better. It makes you feel better knowing that you have this attractive woman who is a leftover, who is so ran through and ran out that she don't really care for herself anymore. So whoever she settles down with to make herself look like a wholesome woman, it is what it is. While they sit around online studying you all day. Why are you studying men? Keep your legs closed and allow God to give you that divine wisdom and spread that feminine energy around for everybody else. When the hell are you doing regurgitating what you see a man say? When you spiritual chicks justify it and say that it's God speaking through him, well then I think God would probably want you to acknowledge him that he's speaking through and not act like he spoke directly to you. You're setting other women up for failure. I see you trashy motherfuckers do it all day long. A lot of y'all will be like prophetic word chicks too. It's just sad, man. And that's why, in my opinion, I have seen women use God as a way to legitify them, and they're not nowhere near a godly woman. And I legitimize them. I mean, and I just I can't have no respect for it. So when I get on here and I say what I say, and y'all like, man, this dude just keeps no. God, look, man, it weighs heavy. Listen, man, I let go of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff rolls off my back, but something about that copying, mimicking, egotistical spirit on y'all bothers me, and I can't let it go. I've meditated on it. It's got to be something I'm meant to expose. It's got to be, and there's got to be other people out there that feel the same way I do. There's no way I'm the only one, and God keeps. There's so many other things that I've gone through, like cheating ex-wives, and I could go into detail about that. I don't even talk about it. I'm mainly talking about people with that spirit on them that is destroying their creativity, that has them watching someone that God is using to inspire them, and they're trying to, I'm not going to say steal their destiny, but or destiny swap, but just literally trying to be a little bit like that person. Is very fucking strange. And listen, this is not to the people out there that are Soul Tribe members. I'm talking to content creators, people that monetize this, that can make money off of this. I'm not talking to regular people that are looking for inspiration. No, I'm talking to you dirtbags who are monetizing the words that come out of my mouth. And you females, man, would your mother be proud? Would she? Would your grandmother? And we know your dad wouldn't. He probably feels like he should have left you running down the side of your mother's mouth. Or at least, the back of your mother's left thigh underneath her supple booty cheek. It's disgusting. You don't deserve a real man, and you will not get one. And y'all gonna be single and childless 2027. 2027. Your egos are gonna drive that a little bit sooner than 2030. We are done, and we're tired of looking at it. Y'all look go to the comments, man. Let me do just saying y'all look disgusting, or the shit y'all talk about that you think is funny. The dudes are like disgusting. When you start hearing men use the words like disgusting, it's over. That's all y'all got is your fucking bodies. If we're calling you disgusting, what's gonna happen? It's not your brilliant minds or your charisma filled character. So if you come off trifling and just potty mouth, disgusting females to us, it's over. Yeah, don't forget about funky. You know what I mean? Yeah, be faking it, man. I was watching a video the other day of a lesbian talking about she didn't realize until she started dating women how trifling and dirty women are. She's like, I didn't even realize the lesbian is like, I'm the male presenting one, and I'm cleaner than the female presenting. Welcome to our world. These women be trifling as hell. They just have God's, you know what I'm saying? God gave them those feminine bodies and those beautiful faces that don't grow hair or anything on them, so they're always smooth, right? That's just what God gave them naturally. They don't really be washing their ass like they should be. That's why the pH balance be talked about so much. That's why the African American female is talked about her pH balance so much, because instead of them eating right and stop eating all this seafood that God told you not to be eating and stuff like that, and drinking that red dye 40 and eating those Cheetos and stuff like that, or drinking soda and eating red dye 40. pH balance might balance out, man. They're just out here doing whatever, brother. Out here doing whatever. They're imitating men. And since women love to hear a man talk, when a woman imitates them, women are gonna think, "Oh, this is a chosen one. She got the game. She's got a good teacher. That's all she's got." I've watched you women. Y'all don't come up with nothing. You don't. And if you do, it makes absolutely no sense. You guys smash that like button. You don't. You really do sit around and study men because you can't come up. It's you're trying to defy God. You see that God gives us the information. God gives us the ability to create. You're nurturers, but instead you're always trying to redefine things. A woman will try to take your God-given masculinity from you and say that any man's ability to create things and work from a creative energy is feminine energy. So if these losers can't come up with something on their own, then they'll just hijack your ability to come up with things and say you're operating feminine energy, even though they can't, as a feminine woman, do the same thing. That's a loser talking, bro. And you cannot pay it no attention. So this is trash that are looking for different kind of ways to justify their existence as being a loser, by trying to take qualities from a man and then project it outwardly and present it this way, like I'm just a strong. Da, 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 da. If you're a strong woman and you have strong character, and you wouldn't be so easily influenced by the people that you admire, you would keep yourself authentic. No, you're not. And that's why I don't want to hear none of this stuff from y'all, man. That's why I'm going to go find me a humble woman that shows me better than she can tell me what kind of woman she is. Y'all talk too fucking much over here. Y'all talk too much. And what you've also done is try to merge your money making, your business, your job with your dating life. So you're all online. You're all talking too much. You're all blending your online business with your private affairs. And we're seeing this trash and we don't want nothing to do with you. It's just what it is. Okay? You don't know how to separate anything. Guys, I'm still fasting. I need to get back to my water. Talk too much myself. But it's just don't act like you don't know what's going on. You know that we're waking up and you know that we're noticing that you're studying us, and then you're regurgitating shit back to us that we've come up with, and we're just tired of seeing it. It was okay before y'all were pretty much running the country, but now that y'all have been, probably won't be anymore. We're running the country. You had too much power, and you're studying us. We felt like victims. We felt trapped. We felt like we can't get a leg up because you're online studying us, and you also have the machine behind you. We're screwed. And we couldn't even get online and voice our opinion because freedom of speech is not being, what I'm saying, allowed on most of these social media platforms, especially during the last administration. So when y'all had power, you wielded it in a wicked, what I'm saying, malicious type of way. You had a lot of power the past 4 years, and you were wielding it in a weird way, and you were trying to replace us while still trying to get us to want to date you. It's until you take over the country and you force men to marry you, you can't do nothing. You can't make us date you. So the country made sure that all men were broke, with inflation in the economy. So men couldn't do what they started doing, what I'm saying, towards the end of the last administration, right? Which was move overseas. So we were pretty much stuck, broke, and they were hoping that we just keep getting y'all pregnant. No, we'll just go celibate till we get our money right. Or till we can vote in somebody that's going to do something to allow the American people to thrive again. It was all socially constructed, man. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Tank the economy, make it to where no one can go on trips, move away, or do anything really. And you're depressed, and all you want to do is get a nut because it's all you can really afford. And the only thing you can afford to do is go right down the road to a Keisha or a Becky. And these Keishas and Beckys are all fucked up in the head looking for an easy paycheck because they're broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's just perpetuated. No, man, I'm done. I'm breaking the cycle, getting out the matrix. I'm gonna get around women that are basking in their femininity, that recognize a provider man that makes good money, that has dreams, goals, and aspirations, that don't think it's their job to humble him, to make him feel less of a man that he is, just so you can feel like you qualify for me. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't pay y'all no attention like that. And my goal is to get online and get as many men as possible, not to pay you any attention. You know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You wouldn't even be on this channel if you weren't thinking the exact same way. All the rest of you men out there and the few women that watch, the few real ones, y'all thinking the same way. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting it be known to the haters out there hate watching me. and the females that study me and regurgitate my information, how's it working out for you? Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? You talk like you think like a man, but you don't have a man. The internet is your man. The men you study, they're all your men, but you don't have a man. And if you are a woman that's married and you're studying men all day long, you're not in a happy marriage. Yeah, I said it. If you're on the internet all day long studying other men that come up with counter content, you're not in a happy marriage. You're not fooling nobody. And listen, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. Look, this is the real truth. You need it. That's why you bring your stinking asses over here, right? Because you can't stand what I say, but I'm too handsome to ignore. So you come over here and have to listen to what I say. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you guys do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and share the live stream. Drop a comment, even you females out there that can't stand me, but can't get enough of watching my handsome self. Understand something. As a female and you jump into my comments running your mouth, babbling about what you disagree with, you've already lost. You're admitting that you find me super attractive, and no matter how much you disagree with my rhetoric, you can't stop watching me. So you're proving me right once again, and that you can't control your emotions and just swipe or keep it trucking. You have to express yourself to a total stranger that doesn't give a shit about what you think or your existence. You know what I'm saying? You're irrelevant, but it's all good. It's all good. Make yourselves feel better. Jump in my comments, say something in hopes that this handsome man will respond to you, you know, because a woman just wants attention, good or bad, right? It don't make you know, never mind. Because you got to be pretty shameless to study men and study the men that you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? How could we expect for you to think or talk rationally and you're studying and imitating the men you find attractive? You're selling your soul for $1. You want to come off like you're so deep and influential and smart and understand, human psychology and men when you don't know shit. You don't have a man that you've been with for a long. Now, the women that do have a man you've been with for a long period of time, you're already showing that that you're getting your learnings, your tutelage, from a man. So it's all good. Ain't no one thinking that you as a married woman getting this divine infinite wisdom on your own. Your man's over there guiding you. But you single women out here speaking like a man, moving like a man, talking like a man, where are you getting it from? Huh? Because why would God have you out here in this masculine frame instead of showing men and women the epitome of a divine feminine woman? Why would he have you outside your frame? No, you're studying one of his disciples, one of his men, and you're bastardizing it. So you're going against God. So it don't work out for you. You can't be whole and complete tarot readers, 10 of cups. You don't get your man because you're operating in witchcraft. You're operating in a wicked energy. That's what you're operating in. And unlike you, men don't need a woman. We want one. We don't need one. You're our rib. You're always going to be looking for a man. So continue to do what you're doing and expect a different result. You're just furthermore showing us how insane you are. Exactly. This is what happens when the devil gets you your job, just like James said, instead of God. You don't get a man. You don't have the 10 of cups. You don't have the full package. You don't get a man. So you get to get the little trinkets and the little toys and the little gifts that the devil gives you, but you don't get that extreme bliss, heaven on earth, that God promises you because you're not operating, the way you're supposed to. And I don't give a crap how many Bible verses you've memorized. I don't care how many times you say Jesus or the Most High in your videos. You're a wicked people, and more specifically, wicked women. Okay? And you don't have a man because the wickedness on you is way louder and brighter than anything that comes out of your mouth or whatever skincare routine that you're using. Okay? The best thing for y'all to do is get off the internet. Start approaching men that you like in person. Get outside. Stop getting on the internet and venting about, what you disagree with about men and trying to disguise it as wisdom. A real man is going to see through it, and you're still going to be single. It's not worked out for you so far. So decide, what's more important: easy money, babbling about nonsense, or, you getting your life right, putting out some real wisdom online, teaching women how to stay in their femininity, and maybe one day God will bless you with a man. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm not going to hold y'all up. You females got it. Y'all know everything, right? And your infinite wisdom and your intuition, you always have a bunch of kids out of wedlock to a bunch of deadbeats. But hey, listen, hey, you're the ones with the woman's intuition, not us, right? I think I will just settle for the common sense that God gives men over whatever intuition that you think that God's giving you. I don't know what God you're serving, probably little g, but we already know the little g of this realm is not the most high, big G. Okay? So do whatever you do, whatever makes you feel better, because that's what y'all doing online. Whatever makes you'll watch my content. Oh, I'm so mad. And then run back to your funky ass channels and disguise your hate behind wisdom. Disguise your hate behind some kind of prophetic word or some kind of tarot reading, where all you're doing is really bashing somebody that you don't like and we don't know who it is, and you're disguising it. You're disguising it, playing with words, when you're really bashing somebody and disguising it as wisdom. Man, say what you have to say outright, like I do. Say what you have to say outright. Don't hide behind you're giving wisdom when most of your video or your content that you're posting, instead of you talking about how great chosen ones are, you spend most of it talking about how messed up everybody else is. Who is all these other people? Why are you concerned with them? And why are you talking like that? And you're a woman of God. All these other people out here, why are you worried about them? Talk about what God is doing for the ones that you're speaking to, and stop talking about what God ain't doing for somebody else. That is witchcraft. When you sit around talking about, oh, they're falling off, they're getting sick. What are you talking about? Who told you that? The Most High God told you they're getting sick, they're falling off, they're having accidents, they're having family members die. God told you that? Man, y'all some wicked motherfuckers, man. We can see the devil on you. Y'all some wicked motherfuckers. You put out your message about God, you don't go disguising. What you're doing is you're sending energy towards your enemies, disguising it as a message, using your platform and the people that support you to amplify this. That's all that you're doing. You're hating on someone. You don't get to get online and be like, yeah, your enemies are getting cancer, and what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with y'all? They're suffering in poverty. They're about to fall off. Only women do that, dude. Only women. You never see a man, straight man, talking like that. He's either going to get directly at whoever his enemy is. He's not going to indirectly throw shade and talk about he's a messenger of God. Man, y'all. I see this all the time online. I'd be like, who these women think they're fooling? You're not a messenger of the big G when you're running around here talking about what's going on with our enemies. When has God ever shown you, gentlemen, what's going wrong with your enemy? When has God ever done that? I'll wait. He doesn't do that. He don't be out here doing all this stuff and telling you to get online and let everybody know what's going to happen to them and what's happening to them. Nah, man, you worshiping the devil. You're practicing witchcraft. You're practicing witchcraft, either knowingly or being a useful idiot and unknowingly doing it. Either way it goes, men are showing you better than we can tell you. We're not falling for it. You're trash. A woman of God would not sit around talking about using her mouth to allow words to come out, knowing about how what you speak into the world means something. And you being a woman of God and you're out here talking about what's going on with the enemies. That's not being any lead people, and stop sitting here talking about what's going on with their enemies. Whatever's going on, you're supposed to be letting God handle it. The fuck are you doing talking about it? What are you doing guessing as to what's going on with them? Or are you watching them? Ooh. Are you watching somebody and watching what happens to them and then getting online and making it seem like God's letting you know something? So you're stalking someone that you don't like, waiting on something bad to happen, and then y'all are some weirdos, man. See, I'll read between all this stupid ass shit that y'all be saying. I'll just be like, why are these women online talking about your enemy is this? What? How has that ever been any messenger of God? I don't, you don't be seeing too many people in the Bible talking about the different ways that they believe that God's going to punish their enemies. Like, I don't get it, man. It's either they see what God's doing to their enemies because God presents it to them in front of them. They don't go searching for it. They don't go up there making up what they think is happening to them. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all seem wicked as hell and think you're going to have a man, or if you're in a marriage, think it's going to work out. Or the man that you're with is a real man. He's not. If you're a whole witch doing all this weird ass shit, you don't have a real man. A real man's not going to sit around and deal with that shit. Not going to deal with that shit, man. Y'all talk too much. That's why in the Bible it tells you to talk less, man. When y'all start talking, you start saying shit that really just turns men off. And unlike you, we don't need you to survive. We need you to carry on, you know what I'm saying, the human race, but we don't need you to survive. You're not, so we're not your rib. And y'all get online, man, and y'all start talking, dude. And I'm just like, I'd rather go to a country where I don't even understand the language and I'll learn. I am so tired of understanding everything that come out these motherfuckers' mouths. I want to go somewhere where I don't understand because I'm tired of it, man. I am tired of it. I am tired of seeing y'all talk. I am tired of seeing y'all say shit. Y'all never stop. You never stop. It's like you motherfuckers wake up and just before you brush your teeth, get online and find somebody to hate on. It just never stops. If you get your overweight asses in the gym and have that same kind of energy for that, y'all would be phenomenal. It just never stops, man. Man, black dudes having to figure it out how to get overseas. Niggas having to figure it out. Like we gotta get up out of here, man. Like this shit is just, it's washed. And I look, I'm not one of them content creators that's gonna pander to women somewhat to a degree, right? I ain't got some wife in my ear or half my audience being women. I ain't gotta pander to y'all. And you pandering motherfuckers part of the reason why they act the way they do. You're a married dude. You ain't got no business pandering to other women, bro. You got yours. You don't know what's going on out here. But look, again, why as a content creator, you can't watch other content creators. They got their own audiences that they have to cater to, and everybody ain't real like you. I keep seeing dudes, I have respect for pandering to women. It really bothers me, bro. It really bothers me, man. I be trying to have a little bit of respect for him. He do the pandering to women. I'm like, man, that shit ain't getting nobody nowhere, bro. You know better than that, man. You know better than that. You know what I'm saying? These big ass women out here ain't getting nobody. Ain't nobody want a big ass woman. A big dude will be able to get a woman before a big woman, unless it's a fetish. But you can't help no beta simp mangina that wants to simp up to some big girl. Y'all got to do better, man. And that's why I'm just leaving the country. I'm leaving it up to y'all. Y'all do whatever y'all got to do. Um, don't tell me I can't leave the country and not talk shit. Motherfucker, please. I gotta up and leave because y'all so raggedy. And you think I'm not gonna talk about it? I'm gonna talk way more shit once I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? Is it? And look, I ain't telling y'all what country I'm moving to anymore, because I got niggas out here copying me, and I got females out here doing the same thing. So I'm moving in silence. But I'm not gonna tell y'all when I'm gonna move or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? I ain't telling you none of it. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm doing I ain't telling you none of it. Too many copycat and losers online. You people are weird. And y'all wonder why, like, see, if y'all were to work together and show that influencers and social media people can get along, it would be a different kind of atmosphere and the trolling would be different. Y'all are just on some dog eat dog. You steal from each other, you're mimicking each other. It's why it's all trash. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all trash. So, listen, the whole message from this is be yourself, man. It shouldn't matter to you how long it takes you to find your soul tribe. You having an authentic soul tribe that vibes with you and your authentic thoughts and the way that you are is way better than you faking it till you make it and then trying to open up to them and they don't accept it. You're weird. You're just weird, man. You're just weird. I'm a thinker. I don't let a woman on a panel start talking about, well, here's my problem with men. I don't give a shit what your problem is with men. See, that's the reason why I can't go on a panel. As soon as she opens her mouth and says something like, my thoughts about my problem, I don't give a shit what your thoughts are about your problem with men from your perspective, from your fucked up relationships, from the men that you chose. You chose. Now you feel like you have the right to speak on all men. Shut your dumb ass up. Absolutely not. Shut your dumb ass up. I don't give a shit what you think. I guarantee you, whatever you think, you're not going to take accountability for any of those children out of wedlock or any of that fat on your arms, right? You're going to have a way to blame certain things on men, not talking about the trauma that you haven't healed from your previous relationships. Hence the reason why you have these weird ass standards and boundaries, right? That are really just trauma responses projected outwardly and unhealed. You know what I'm saying? It's look, the coochie ain't worth it, bro. With the disease rates being the way they are, so y'all not only out here messed up in the head talking online about looking for real love and a real man, you're getting smashed on a regular basis while you're running your mouth online. Man, fuck all y'all, dude. Can't keep your legs closed and your mouth shut for any point period of time. You know what I'm saying? You're either opening up one of your holes for one reason or another. And I can't take you serious like that. How the hell you can be out here talking so much shit and you keep getting pregnant or getting diseases? So you're basically showing that you're good for nothing else but that. But then you're trying to tell us that you're worth way more. I'm confused. Your actions don't line up with your words. Oh, that's right. Can never listen to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Gotta watch what they do. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Y'all out here giving this taint, tart, stinking ass coochie that's disease ridden, and you'll never truly orgasm from one of us, right? Because you've gotten the nappy dug out, you know what I'm saying, dug out by a Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, or Tyrone so many times that you really don't feel shit. So it's that's why you want to argue all the time, man. When you don't really get off on getting off, you got to get off another kind of way. And women really do get off on slowly, I don't know how to use this, slowly making a man look forward to his deletion date. They really get off on that. They really do. If they can break you and get you to thinking about, I'm closer to my deletion date than, I am young. So they feel good about that crap because it makes them feel like they're powerful. You got to remember, most of these American women are operating from a deficit, man. They feel like they're weak. They feel like they're weak because they're the physically weaker gender, and they're allowing all of this hate propaganda online to brainwash them while they're trying to tell us that they're independent, smart, think for themselves, and use intuition, but sound just like every influencer you see online or any of social media or media's propaganda. You're not thinking for yourselves. You're being thought. You have someone thinking for you. So if you're going to, just parrot what you've heard from people that have an agenda against the men that you're dating, why would we date you? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm back at it again, dropping the wisdom during the day that I've been hoarding to myself for the past couple months. I've been just out here going for my walks, enjoying my life without dealing with trolls. And it's brought me to a certain level of peace to where even if I got trolled, I don't care. I don't care. And I'm not going to stop talking about you people with your copycatting spirit on you. It's the devil on you. It's the devil. And that copycatting spirit on you that has you mimicking and mocking everything that you see, it's killing your creativity. It really is. But hey, you probably don't care. It's all about the dollar. You already sold your soul. You need the subscribers, the validation, and the dollars. Remember that, you pieces of shit. You need the dollars, the social validation, to make you feel like you're doing something in this world and you're not just some rotten mound of flesh that's going to eventually go back to the dirt one day. You got to feel special. So those people, your subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Your clout makes you feel that way. It's a miserable existence, but that's all you people have. Bless your hearts. Clear as day. Some of you people probably felt like your life was a waste until you got on social media. And now somebody done told you that you're cute. Don't let that shit fool you. You are just as ugly as you were before you got on social media. Don't let the money you have now and the women that are kissing your butt is going out to the males. The women that are kissing your butt a little bit make you think that you're cute. Nah, brother. That money you have is cute. That clout you have is cute, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Okay. You know where you rank when you have to get certain things to get women. You know where you rank when you have to acquire certain things to get women. If you're able to be broke or not put any money towards women and still get women, then you know where you rank at. If you have to acquire clout and money just to get women in your presence, you know where you rank at. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just a messenger. Make sure you smash the like button unless you're some male in your feminine energy over here watching. Make sure you smash that like button. If you're a woman, I'm not requiring you to do shit. You're going to probably be emotional, and whatever you feel like in that emotional moment, you're going to act on it. So do whatever makes you feel better, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't expect nothing out of women. I only expect and hold men accountable because we're living in a society where women don't want to be held accountable. So what I'm doing is I'm getting out of that society and going to societies where women do and are held accountable because I'm not trapped in the United States matrix. I'm not trapped here. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you're not going to give me trash and be like, well, that's all you got. So rummage through it. You know what I'm saying? Find the best you can find out the fucking trash pile. But that's all you got? No, no, no. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. The math don't math. You know what I'm saying? But look, you guys smash that like button, share the live stream, go ahead and drop a comment, whether you agree or disagree. I'm not going to act like I might not toast you. I'm not going to even say that. I might be in the mood to have you regretting life. Be like, damn, you know, have your goofy ass thinking, damn, my father should have swallowed. Now, your mother should have swallowed. Well, probably your father. Who God knows, man. You know what I'm saying? You people are weird. So who knows what your family was doing when you were being conceived. But anyway, man, go ahead and get off of here. The wind is kicking up. Perfect timing to go for a little run. You guys that are part of my soul tribe, make sure that you're staying active, getting outside, getting some of the sunlight, enjoying the weather, grounding yourself as a man. Don't listen to too much of this indoctrination content online. And definitely don't listen to a bunch of bitter Bettys online right now. They have a whole bunch to say. Their time is up. And this new wave of energy that God has decided to, you know, put on us is taking over quicker than they expected. And all you're doing is watching a regime fall. That's all that you're doing. Don't pay them no attention. These leftover women, they have no problem with getting to the age of like 60, 62 and still dating like Vivica Fox, looking for a man, a whole grandma, a whole senior citizen about to collect Social Security out here talking about she feels great. And yeah, but your coochie looks every bit of about ready for a diaper. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Y'all don't be fooling anybody. Even you women who work out like crazy, if you've been out here and you've been getting around, your coochie will look like you get around. Ain't no kind of workout gonna fix that. That junk gonna be worn out looking. It's gonna be I don't give a shit what you working out and doing. You understand me? You better do better and keep your legs closed. Keep them closed, because a woman that don't get around, her flower definitely looks different than that roast beef that y'all be out here giving to us with the little fit little body that you're compensating. You're compensating. Keep that taint tart roast beef over there to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Went up here cushions the holes. I'm telling you, bro, I can't go into too much of a depth. I'll get my video flagged, but y'all know what it is. I'm not here playing around with y'all no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your legs closed. Figure out how to be women. Stop studying men. If you need a man in your life, go ahead and get yourself a proper tutor, mentor, coach. Do better. Okay? Do better. Phone's about to die. Love and light, y'all. I'm your brother, and I'm out.